Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan generals. How are we all doing today? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling irie. I hope you're feeling ready to collect some gems in this reading. So today we are going to do the end of year December reading. So what messages we need to hear, as a collective, as part of the Wagwantarotandtea collective, where we're all about that love and light energy. So if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, okay? We're all about that love and light energy, all that growth, spiritual healing energy. And we explore tarot using kind of like a tarot therapy, life coaching approach to using the gems in the meanings, in the readings, to help us to support our own intuition and to help us grow every day. Okay, so if you are not part of the collective just yet, come on in. Welcome. Okay, and to the subscribers, one love for you all. Yes. So we have 3 piles here. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so before we get into it, we're going to do a little bit of housewarming. So I hope you have a nice cup of tea. So I have some red bush tea. Okay, let us know what you're sipping on. If you've got any snacks as well, like I like oat biscuits, shortbread, things like that. So if you've just, why not enjoy? Okay, so before we get into it, we are going to do a quick gratitude. Okay, so we're just going to give a quick sense of just giving thanks, giving gratitude, being thankful, before we open the read. So thank you to our guardian angels. Thank you to the universe. Thank you to our spirit guides. Thank you to our ancestors. May the messages guide the collective and support us all as a collective in strengthening our intuition, helping us to use our discernment, helping us to have these messages, and for these messages to guide us where they need to be guided, and to support the collective on any messages that they may need, whether it may not resonate now, it may resonate later. May the messages support the collective for now and forever. And thank you for the messages that we are about to receive today. Thank you. All right. Okay. There's a bit of a mouthful there. But we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So just have a little think. Which pile is resonating? Which pile is calling you? Which pile is saying, call me? So, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And I'll see you on the other side. But make sure you have a nice drink to keep you feeling nice and hydrated, okay? Because we're going to get into it. See you on the other side. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan generals. So we have pile 1 here. So let's have a look and see what messages are under pile 1. Let's see Wagwan. All right. Okay, so we have cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. Okay, so keep that in mind. Cooperation. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. And we have the Ace of Wands. Wow. So if we start with the King of Swords. So the King of Swords represents that energy of someone like this figure, and it tends to be, you know, someone who's like a mature, masculine figure. But we're not watching gender, you know. If the court cards come out, whether, you know, so a knight, a queen, you know, queen, or all those kind of things, you know, we can just apply the masculine and feminine energy into this. But the King of Swords represents someone who is very logical in their thinking. They are very logical in their approach. They're very logical in their manner. They're very controlled with emotion. So don't look to the King of Swords to have the kind of empathetic, kind of like the empathy in mind as the first initial sense. It will kind of just be what makes initial sense, what makes sense. And sometimes with the King of Swords, it can almost be when they look at things, it can come across harsh to others because they can have a very, maybe like a very black and white attitude to looking at things, or approach, or a manner. And it could be, and then at times that can maybe, sometimes, let's just say I'm getting unsettled some feathers. So in this situation, we've had the full moon, and the full moon in Gemini. Okay, and with the full moon in Gemini, that has been lots of issues with boundaries. I don't know about you, but I've noticed I've been feeling very kind of like not to say angry, but kind of like annoyed at things, or especially if there's like seen wrongs or things like that, or you're watching things in the news and there's like injustice, and it's really having to try to say, right, let me stay logical. And you might be just thinking logically and seeing like, right, this is not right. So, and with the cooperation being here for December, I feel like there's with the full moon coming out as well, that there is a lot of that energy about cooperation, boundaries, feeling like you can say what you need to say and have your needs be respected, or whether it is you taking that attitude of, I'm going to respect my values and I'm going to respect my boundaries, and I'm going to go along by respecting those boundaries, because if I respect those boundaries, then I can't go wrong. But with the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse, I feel like there has been some situation where maybe you have now taken this approach that you are not waiting essentially for the divine to kind of come in. You are now looking into yourself to say, what can I do to improve my circumstances? What can I do to make things right? What can I do to put things together? And again, if we're looking at with the King of Swords, the King of Swords is all about using that logical brain, using that logical mind, using that logical attitude, that mindset. How can I go about doing things, you know, and kind of removing the emotion, removing feelings or anything that can then hinder your judgment, but having a clear mind, coming from a place of clarity. And sometimes that clarity can come across as very black and white, but you're choosing that to be in that energy to help you to see where you need to be working on. And as we're approaching the end of the year, so with December as the last month, it's kind of like consolidating, you know, looking back at what your year, what's your year has been like, you know, kind of tying all like any loose strings together, looking at where things can be done. And I can see with the Six of Pentacles here, like I see the Six of Pentacles about sharing, cooperation as well, like coming together, you know, putting, like, let's say, it could be sharing of knowledge, it could be sharing of power, it could be sharing of money, it could be, you know, looking at ways of, or looking at ways where, okay, maybe there's these areas that I can still work on. What can I do, you know, to help me? So it could be, again, as we mentioned about the end of year, you might be looking at, there's certain things in your life that, as much as you are pleased of your achievements, okay, because it's also the six, so six is about harmony. I feel like this is where you are now, in that you wanting to bring more harmony into your life, and you are taking this approach that you're not going to wait for, you know, things to kind of work in your favor. You're going to look at ways that how you can improve your favor. So whether it could be being more resourceful, you know, especially with your finances, you know, because again, we're approaching the end of the year, you know, and we're approaching Christmas. But remember, Christmas is one day. Christmas is one day. And sometimes we as a collective, or just the general public, or just people in general, we can kind of overindulge. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you know, using this time to really kind of look and reassess, and like maybe your money, you know, looking at the opportunities, you know, is there anything that you may want to plan ahead, you know, before the new year comes, and really kind of bringing all those kind of strings together. But I feel like with the Hermit card being here, you know, and we are approaching, well, we are in winter now. I feel like it's also you recognizing that this is a time where you kind of need to settle down a bit, and just kind of go in yourself and look into ways of, right, now this is the end of the year. What can I do now to kind of tune into myself? But I feel like with the King of Swords being here and the Hermit being here, which is very close to the Ace of Wands, I feel like there also might be things that you might be, in terms of even maybe relationships, or your manners with people. And as I said earlier before, with the King of Swords is not known to be that person. It's not known to be that person that can always be the most understanding when it comes to emotions and things like that. So I feel like it's also saying, you know, that you might be kind of being a bit more reflective, being a bit more understanding, taking the time to show more empathy towards others, as well as kind of with the Hermit. I also see it is also like with boundaries, that you're kind of going in to say, right, I'm gonna take some time to go in, looking within, whether it could be just like you're just thinking it's cold, so I'm gonna stay inside a bit more, I'm not gonna really kind of go out as much. And that could be also being resourceful and things like that. But I think it also gives you that opportunity to say, oh, especially with the Six of Pentacles being right next to it as well, you know, where there's areas in your life where you think, could I improve here? You know, maybe that conversation I had with that person maybe a few months ago, did I do the best? Did I put my best foot forward? You know, did I kind of, if there was any things where I wanted to make amends or anything like that, did I work towards that? And there could have been maybe an issue, maybe like a few months before, maybe around September or anything like that, where you've may have had some disagreements, or it could have had led to, a relationship is also coming to mind, whether there was a relationship that did not maybe did not, where there was kind of like not, there was kind of sense of harmony, maybe when it was come in regards to, in regards to feeling like you had an equal part and vice, as well as the other person, that maybe there could have been some issues around that, and it might have led to a break, or led to, right, well, I'm going to have some time to myself to think about it, and you can have some time, and we see how we can rekindle this. But with the with the Four of Wands, where am I going with the Ace of Wands? With the Four of Wands being here, I see this as things are all going to be okay. Things are always going to be okay. And an affirmation for this reading is just saying to yourself, don't be hard on yourself. Don't overthink, you know, things will work out for you. Don't be hard on yourself, okay? Do not be hard on yourself, because there's going to be celebration, there's going to be joy. So enjoy that. Enjoy that. Use this time, you know, to be thankful for all the opportunities that has come into your life, you know, for all the opportunities that are yet to be received, for all the friendships, for all the laughter, for all the joy that you've experienced, that you've embraced. Enjoy that, you know, wherever you've been able to save a penny, or a coin here and there. Excuse me, I need a bit of a sip of my Red Bush tea. Okay. Yeah, take that time to really just look back at like your year, and just, wow, it's like, wow, 2022 was a year. 2022 was a year. Okay. And if we add it in numerology, the 2 plus the 2 plus the 2, yeah, so 2, 4, 6. 6 represents harmony. So essentially this year was really about looking in areas of your life where you can find harmony. Now, with this, in regards to love, this love message from the Power of Love deck, cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. So again, going back to that whole looking back of, you know, in the year of 2022, being thankful, you know, being thankful for the experiences, the opportunities that came along the way, the lessons that you've learned along the way. Because all those lessons, you see, all those lessons, and I feel like you might even recognize that those lessons with the Wheel of Fortune being here, you know, was opportunities for you to learn, opportunities for you to grow, and maybe opportunities to see that you might have to, you know, just loosen up a bit from not just being just that logical, but being an all-rounded person where you can see from all different walks of life, from all different attitudes, from all different personalities. And, you know, it's okay. You know, there's so many different, let's say there's several different star signs, different personalities. So no one is going to be the same. Yeah, no one is going to be the same. It doesn't even matter whether which part of the world you're from, or where the other person's from. There's so many differences about us, but that's what makes us unique, and that's what makes us wonderful. That's what makes us wonderful. That's what makes us lovely beings. Okay, so taking that time to appreciate what you have, what you've experienced in life, you know, or what you've experienced this year, will really help to bring more of that love energy, will really help you to kind of like, wow, I did this, we did this, Let's be thankful for these achievements. Let's be thankful that you've now maybe taken some time to be more resourceful. Look at your finances, look at your money, see how where you could kind of save, you know, maybe realizing that, you know, not to be overindulging. Because sometimes, you know, if we're kind of emotionally, let's say we might be upset, or we might use retail therapy as a way to try to manage as a coping mechanism. But with the hermit being here, it's like you're taking that time to say, no, I'm recognizing that I need to kind of just use this time to just tune into myself, maybe give myself some self-care, you know, stay under the covers, stay under, you know, under the warmth. And with this light here, the light is going to be that light that will help you to see, wow, look at this. You know, I've got so much things to be thankful for in my life. So many things to be thankful for. And I'm going to take that attitude, you know, and carry that forward into the new year, and celebrate good times with people. Celebrate good times with people that I love. Celebrate good times with people that I care about, and just enjoy the moment and embrace the moment and embrace the opportunities that are coming into the new year. And just being thankful, and I just know I can't go wrong. Wow, 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 wow. So we're gonna pull out a Jamaican proverb, okay? Because the Jamaican proverb, they carry their own spiritual meanings, and as it's called Wagwantarotandtea, which is just simply means, what's going on, what's happening, yeah. So, which is a Jamaican kind of like patois greeting. So we're just gonna see what card comes out, okay? Ooh, this one. There was two that came out, but we'll go with this one. Now, expect nothing from a pig but a grunt. So in patois, not expect nothing from a pig but a grunt. So that simply means a pig is a pig. We can't expect any more from a pig, okay? Don't expect or have high hopes or expectations if you know someone is an idiot. So don't be fooled by an idiot. So we'll leave this here, but essentially, if we relate this now back to the reading, as we were saying, you know, with the King of Swords being a very logical person, and this could maybe be someone you've been dealing with, or it could be yourself, and having that kind of very black and white attitude of like, well, this is how I see it, you know. And maybe, you know, it's just taking that opportunity, especially with the Six of Pentacles here. And, you know, the six represents harmony. Looking into, you know, yeah, maybe I could, you know, especially with reflection, you know, I could see how I could maybe be a bit more understanding, a bit more, take the time more to listen. And, you know, we are always growing, we are always learning, we are always developing, we are always evolving. So as long as you take that attitude that you are forever a student in the universe, you know, a student that is always learning, and knowing that you have your guardian angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides to always be there to support you, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong as long as your intentions are clear and you've taken that time to take accountability. You know, you've taken that time to be accountable and say, look, yeah, I can see where, you know, I could have approached this matter better. I could see how I maybe didn't take much time to kind of be more understanding in this situation, and I want to be more understanding, and it's just kind of being more acceptive that or accepting that not everybody is the same. you know, and it's taking that attitude of being open to learning, taking that time to be willing and able. Okay, so we're gonna pull out some keywords and let's see what keywords come out for the collective. So can we have some keywords please for the collective who chose pile 1? What keywords do they need to see? What keywords do they need to see? Okay. Right, so we've got sea, we've got air. Look, King of Swords represents that air energy. We have proposal. Look at the 4 of Wands. So there could be a possible proposal. Okay, whether that's a marriage proposal, whether that's an opportunity. We've got cut. And this could be maybe with the hermit energy, that you want to kind of use this time to essentially cut maybe the amount of social activities that you do and take it as more of a time to reflect. We've also got money, which is again the 6 of Pentacles. We've got present, yeah. We've got relief, yes. We've got beauty, travel. We have road. We have gentle. Look at that. Cycle. Boy, male. So this could have some issue. This could have something relating to a boy, male. A relationship is here as well. We have guidance. Social. We have smile. So I'm just going to go through them quickly. Faith. Receive. We have light. With name. Okay. Us. So there's definitely some relationship energies going on here. Date. Birthday. Wow. Receive. Well, I think we've already got receive, but we'll leave it there anyway. And then test and fire. So the 4 of Wands represents that fire, creative energy. So this is here as well. But from what I'm seeing, especially look at the light. Just seeing this now, the light. There is definitely, from the keywords, and look, the test. The test is that, yes, wow. This, and it is really kind of essentially saying, look, you know, take this time to don't be hard on yourself, but you know, see the beauty in everything that is around you. You know, see the joy that is see the joy that is around you. See the joy that's around you. You know, shine that light in your surroundings. You know, what do you have to be thankful for? You know, what opportunities have come, you know, your way, whether they were expected or unexpected. You know, really take that time to look at maybe the relationships that you have in your life. You know, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, friends, siblings, relationship with your parents. You know, what does that look like to you? Maybe, you know, could it be possible to maybe have some more activities? You know, your money. What's your money goals right now? Are they still the same for next year? Are there any things that you want to improve? You know, are you smiling a lot more? Are you smiling? You know, with the King of Swords again, it's not really the smiling type. Could that be something you could look at doing more, bringing more laughter, more joy, more fun into your life, you know, with the 4 of Wands energy? So you are celebrating, you are loosening yourself up, you're not being so, you know, tight-lipped, as they say, where you're just, you know, you just need to loosen up and just really enjoy life. And, yeah, with relief as well, you know. And there might be someone's birthday coming up, you know, so looking at that as well, could that be an opportunity to celebrate enjoy, and there's a proposal. So there could be something again about proposal, where it could be an opportunity coming your way, whether it could be an engagement of some sort. Okay, but we've got cycle here, and with the Wheel of Fortune energy, it's all about cycle. You know, when something doesn't look like it's working in your maybe in your favor, and all of a sudden it's just there, you know. But I feel like with this happening, it could be that you're recognizing, I need to take this time to be, you know, just be thankful, show some, you know, show gratitude for what you have, you know, be in that present and embrace that. Look at that present. Be in the present. Just saying, be in the present and embrace that energy, you know. And the more you have that energy of being thankful in the now, being in the present, roads will open, you know. It will open roads for you. So embrace that energy. Embrace that energy. So we're going to pull out a message from the spiritual cupcake. The spiritual cupcake. Isn't it pretty? I made it specifically for the collective. Okay. So we're going to see what message comes out for the collective. Let's just give it a little swirl and see what comes out. So we have a message for the collective, please. What do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? Okay. So, let's see. Ooh, go on a date. We have dates somewhere. Go on a date, darling. Go on a date. Yes. Yes, honey. What are you going to be wearing? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. If you've got a proposal, it could be a date, you know, an offer of some sort to go on a date. Maybe to go out, go and celebrate New Year's or something like that. Or a Christmas party. Or if it's not Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas, maybe it's just to go out. What would you do? You know, let us know. Put it in the comments, you know. Let us know, you know. Tell us all the tea. Spill the tea. Yes, honey. Wow, so we got go on a date. Let's see if we can just bend that so you can see. So go on a date. Then we have, let's see. Ooh, get turned up and look good. Get turned up and look good. So, yes, take this time to really enjoy, really be thankful, you know, be thankful for the love, for the opportunities, for the joy, for all the blessings that you have in your life. And then take this time to, you know, whether in your journal or just, you know, saying out loud or visualizing, or just saying an affirmation of, you know, I'm thankful for the opportunities, you know, that this year has brought me, and I look forward to the opportunities that are coming my way next year, you know, coming my way. Yeah, just, oh, that even just doing these hand movements are just feeling so good. And I'm going to say another thing, that I look forward to the opportunities coming, you know, coming for the collective. Yeah, and may many more opportunities of abundance, joy, prosperity, love, good health, wealth, protection, all of this vibrant energy come to us as a collective. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And on that note, collective, I hope you enjoyed this reading. You know what we do around here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I saw it go. I saw it go. That simply means that's how it goes around here. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But please, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to Wagwantarotandtea. Come be part of that family. Come and be part of the family. And you know, like and share with your friends and family, you know, people that, you know, can benefit from content like this. And make sure you are staying hydrated as always, you know, and looking after yourself. Okay, so I will see you on the next one, but look after yourself, stay blessed, and Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan generals. So let's see what messages are under pile 2. Let's see Wagwan. Okay. So we have elevation. Elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Yes, 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 yeah. We're claiming that energy. We are claiming that energy as a collective. Right. So for the tarot, we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. We've got the Two of Swords in upright. We got the King of Pentacles. Sorry, the Queen. The Queen. Yes, the Queen. The Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, the Nine of Pentacles. Whoa, come on. It's the Nine of Wands. And then we've got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. So there's a lot of passion energy here. A lot of passion energy. But in the center, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. So I feel here with the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is really kind of going, like the Knight of Swords is kind of like the fastest kind of energy in the court card of like going out and taking action, going to take action, going to execute. But in this scenario, it's like you're taking it's this energy of like, I'm going to step back, but within that step back is now kind of created an energy of what should I do next? Where should I focus next? And this could be maybe feeling like as well, right now, you just want to kind of look at your options. You want to kind of assess your options. And there might have been some worry about it, because with the moon card represents, you know, worries, maybe things keeping you up at night, maybe some anxiety or things like that. But with the even though this is air energy, you know, if we look into the card, you see the moon, you see the water, you know, so there's also emotions attached to, you know, how we think and how we feel about things. And I feel like this is kind of creating some kind of heavy thought process about options. But you know, this is a message that we mention very heavily at Wagwantarotandtea. Thoughts, okay, thoughts and feelings, when they come together, they create a union. And when they create a union, we are manifesting. So we think about the law of attraction, you know, we need that fire in our belly, and we need to have that energy and have our mind intact with that same energy to create. So if we think of the Queen of Wands and Queen of Wands, the Wands energy is all about that fire energy. But with the Queen is like sitting on her throne. She knows how to create. She knows how to manifest. She knows how to make things work in her favor. And I feel like this really is like taking time to really, you know, maybe if you had something in your eye, like you had some thoughts, and it was kind of maybe making you feel a certain way, feeling like, you know, I want to focus on this area, but I want to focus on it. And it could be, maybe like you may have thought about love, but then you was kind of looking at it like, you know what, I really want to tune in making myself the best person I can be. And in order to make the best person I can be, I need to tap into that the Queen of Pentacles energy. And again, it doesn't matter what gender, it doesn't, you know, because it could be that you're tapping into that masculine, feminine energy, but there is a lot of feminine energy here. There is some masculine energy here, but there's predominantly some feminine energy here. Okay, so it could be like you like taking that opportunity, saying, I wanna work on me. I wanna get myself to being fully independent. fully secure in my finances, in my stability, in, where I'm living, where, what I'm doing, making sure that, I'm building a secure income for myself, whether it's, you could be working or running your own business, or looking at making yourself come that way. And if it could be, let's say, maybe a relationship where there was somebody who, because we've got queens, so it could be possibly that you was dealing with somebody who was of a younger energy, or they could have been the same age but could have been of a younger energy, or not in the place of where you wanted to, you had hoped them to be. And maybe as it prolonged or as it continued, you started to see that there was an energy shift or an attitude shift in how the both of you thought and saw things, that it kind of led to an edge where you thought, you know what, I don't really want to pursue this or continue to work on this, because I feel like with the feminine energy here as well, heavily being here, that makes it's your intuitive that intuitive energy that has now tuned, that kind of been, and I feel like also with the Two of Swords being here, that it was really kind of like giving you these kind of like flicking signs. This is what I'm getting, really like these flicking signs to say, I need to really listen. And it could have been also like, what you need to do. This is what I'm getting. What you need to do, but you was kind of trying to sway around it. And the more you kept doing that, the more the messages kept getting harder or getting more visible, to the point that you couldn't ignore them. And I feel like maybe you were seeing lots of twos, because twos represents decisions. Yeah, represents decisions. And we are in 2022, and twos are about decisions. But if we add them all together, 2, 4, 6, okay, minus the 0, because we can't add 0, but 2, 4, 6, that represents 6, which is all about harmony. And as we are approaching the end of this year, it's kind of tuning into the areas where you can find harmony into your life, okay? And I feel like you've recognized that you want to get yourself to and working yourself towards you being of high value. Like, everyone is high value, but you are recognizing that you want to get to a level of status where you see yourself high value in terms of you being very independent, opening in many opportunities for yourself. But I feel like not just opportunities for you, but also opportunities for yourself, for your family, for your circle, so you are building, those areas in your life where you can accumulate wealth. You can, so even if it's just like, let's say for a rainy day, that you have, even if it's like for a rainy day, you always have money that you don't always have to worry about. But I feel like with the 9 of Wands being here, because the 9 of Wands is kind of like you working really hard, you could be, you just being a go-getter, you doing your thing. But sometimes it's also recognizing that you could be working yourself towards the feeling overwhelmed, because the 10 of Wands is kind of really like feeling overwhelmed. Okay, it also represents completion, but in this sense, I always think it's as well interesting as well how the 9, the Wands here is kind of covering all the chakras. So it's also taking that time to make sure you're looking after yourself, because as much as you want to be really tuning into you being, of like high value status, where and I feel like you've got this energy that maybe what you was dealing with before, or who you was dating before, was not the type of, maybe the love interest that you really wanted, and now you're taking this opportunity to say, no, I want more, and I'm choosing myself in this situation. And I don't know where it's gonna look like, but I just know I have to choose myself. I have to choose myself. This message has been coming through a lot of the readings of having to choose myself. But I feel like this is what you're recognizing, that you have to do that. But with you having that energy, there is also, look, things are growing around you, because you can see the ones are blossoming. You know, there's greenery around them, which is a good sign. But it's also telling that while things are growing around you, you know, there is also some, you know, maybe some inner work that still needs to be done. Because look where the one is covering all of like this, you know, the chakras. So it could be that, you know, you are opening yourself in certain areas to bring in you. But then, let's say maybe if it's love, if it's to look at, you know, your shadow, and your shadow being, you know, the things that you kind of keep under the, you know, on like those skeletons in the closet, or those things that, you know, maybe any insecurities, deep insecurities, and maybe where the Two of Swords pops up, where you, those things that you kind of try to keep yourself busy, like the Queen of Pentacles, so you're not dwelling or you're not thinking about these things. But I feel like with the Nine of Wands, it's also saying, take that time, you know, use this time to reflect on things, not to be hard on yourself. Take some time to show self-care to yourself, because with the Queen of Wands being here, it's only going to put you in a better place, you know, and that's a positive sign to see. You know, you can look back at this year and be like, wow, I did that. But I feel like with this elevation, you are making that conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. And you are recognizing that. But you're also kind of, by doing that, you're also kind of tuning yourself away from people who are not on the same frequency as you, but also being mindful. And this is where your discernment, where your intuition will also kick in, you know, that you're not closing yourself completely to all opportunities of love, you know. But I feel like with the Queen of Wands, you're going to get to a place, and it feels like not just you being also with the finances, because the fact that we've got two queens here is a very powerful reading, is the fact that you're working on your money, you're working on your stability, you know, your security. But wow, you are working on being the hot stuff around here. Yes, you know, the queen of the town. Yes, the queen. You know, whenever you walk by, you know, heads will be rolling, heads will be turning, thinking, oh my gosh, who's that? Who is, did you just see her? Did you see him? Oh my gosh. Oh my, they are fine. I gotta go and get their number. And I feel like there's gonna be a bit of an ego kick for you as well. That you started know, and sometimes it could be you just going out. You're going out and you're not even got any makeup on, or you haven't got like any particular outfits, or, you know, on, or anything, or you haven't done your hair, or, you know, you could have just gone out in your jogging bottoms, or your joggers, in your grey sweatpants. That's it. In America is grey sweatpants. In the UK we say like joggers, grey joggers, or something like that. But you could go out, in your sweatpants, you know, in a jumper and a sweatpants or t-shirt, and people are like, wow, raw, oh my gosh, that, you're fine, can I have your number? And it will kind of almost throw you off a bit, because you're like, wow, like, it looks like this time that I've taken for myself has really worked. And I feel like you also might be using this time to you know, look after your health, as well as, even though because, you know, you might celebrate Christmas, you might not, but I see this as also maybe you might be taking that time to, you know, you want to make sure you look good, feel good, and you're taking on that energy. So regardless if you've got sweatpants on or you're dressed to the nines, you are looking fly as you could ever be. you are gonna always be in that energy of that Queen of Wands, looking, you know, radiant, in that sexy glow energy. Yes, that is you, and you are gonna be shining, shining, and shining. So put it in the comments and let us know when you get those heads turning, or people say, oh, can I have your number, or I would like to kind of take you out on a date. Let's see, you know, yeah, what kind of, yeah, put it in the comments, let us know. Wagwan, let's know, Wagwan, what's going on. Okay, so we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb, because the Jamaican proverb has a spiritual meanings attached to them, you know, and I love the combination of attaching them to tarot and oracle meanings. They're kind of essentially like oracles meanings. But let's see what message. We have one card for the collective. Ooh. The peacock hide him foot when him hear about him tail. So the peacock hides its feet when it hears about its tail. So if it hears any conversation about its tail, it hides its feet. So this simply means being too proud strips you from growing. Being too proud strips you from growing. Don't stop yourself from learning. Pride. And essentially this is what we was kind of hitting those notes. We was hitting those notes. Wow, look at that. Take that time. And I feel like this is again and why the Two of Swords was here, that there was, again, we were talking about decisions, things that you're having to learn, you know, and in the month of December, you know, it's coming to the end of the year, taking that time to look back and any lessons that you've learned, you know, what you can, and you know, we're going to add an affirmation to this as well, you know, and just say like, the affirmation could be something like, I am always learning and I am a student for life. You know, I am always learning and I'm a student for life. And I'm thankful that I have my guardian angels, my ancestors and my spirit guides to support me always and forever. Okay? But yeah, because, you know, taking that time to really appreciate, be thankful, you know, there's always lessons in everything we do, you know, and what we can take from that, and, you know, what we can take from those lessons and what we can leave from those lessons. But I feel like you being in this energy, you know, you're going to recognize those lessons. But I also feel like there might be also just some things maybe to work on the ego. Don't let, you know, all these good the responses and like, oh, like the turning head, don't let it get to your head too much, okay? But embrace it and embrace those energy of, you know, yeah, feeling good about yourself. But again, we're all about that harmony, okay? So taking that time to look in all areas of your life and where you can make sure harmony is in place, okay? So I feel like you are recognizing that, because with the Two of Swords, which again represents those decisions, you know, what option do you decide? You are recognizing that you are taking that opportunity to learn, you know, taking that time to grow, and you are taking that time, but you know, making sure you're not closing yourself as well, because you are elevating. And if you are elevating to be that Queen of Wands energy, that Queen of Pentacles energy, you know, only good can come. So embrace it and just know that you are making that conscious decision, that air energy, to raise your vibration of love. Wow. So we're going to pull out some keywords, okay? Let's see what keywords come out for the collective. Okay, we have some keywords for the collective who chose pile 2. What do they need to know? 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 Okay, so we have, look, the past. We have a young female. So this could relate to a young female. And then the Queen of Pentacles, remember the Queens represents of a mature energy. Okay. Or it could be, again, as we mentioned earlier, the Knight represents a younger energy. So this could be a female or a male. Okay. We've got not. Different. We did mention different, maybe having different outlooks, you know, attitude to things. Wow. Choice. Look at that. 2 of Swords. Choice. You know, what option do I take in this scenario? Attraction. Look at that. Queen of Wands energy. Wow. Color. We have big. Ooh, big. So that could be like a big decision, a big choice. We've got divine. Divine. We have rules. Rules. We have cycle. Okay. We have exercise. Exercise. We didn't mention exercise. You might be going out exercising, taking that time to look after yourself, look after your body. Do. Us. We got star. Star in the making. Wait. Communication. Okay. Take and wait. So looking at these keywords, we can see how a lot of them was resonating with the reading, you know. So again, we've got young female. This could be relating to young female or a young male, you know. I'm also getting now, could also be maybe, let's say if it was a parent or a like a young adult, so a parent and a young adult relationship, and maybe having this kind of issues of not seeing eye to eye, and also maybe taking that attitude where you're feeling like, well, I've got to be more independent, or, you know, in terms of what we were saying earlier, it could be in relating to, could be a love relationship and feeling like the two of you are not seeing eye to eye when it comes to a lot of things, and you feeling like you need to move away to new pastures, you know, working on yourself, taking that time to you know, really tune into what it is that you want and need, and essentially choosing you. Okay, so look at these keywords, and I feel like these keywords are really resonating, and I hope these messages are resonating with you all. You know, at Wagwantarotandtea, we're all about take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, take what resonates and leave the rest. That's so it go around here. But I saw it go around here simply means that's how it goes around here. So I hope these messages are resonating with you all. Yeah, make sure you're staying hydrated at all times. Please share this message with friends and family or anyone that you feel can benefit from this message. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Wagwantarotandtea. Come and be part of that family, okay? So we can keep growing together as a collective, okay? All right. So on that note, look after yourself. Stay blessed. Go out there and shine like the star that you are. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. And I'll see you on the next one. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan generals. So we are going to look and see what messages are there under pile 3. Let's see. Wagwan. Hey. Let's see. Right. So we have creativity. Creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. So bring it on. Yeah, bring on that creative energy. And Christmas, December, whether you might not celebrate Christmas, but it's just a lot of creative energy, a lot of creative spirit, family energy, family love, family spirit during this time. So tap into that energy, okay? So we have the 10 of Wands, okay? Which again is representing that kind of fiery, doing energy, creative energy, but it's also representing that energy where you're doing too much. Okay, and with the Magician being in reverse, which is all about being that creator. You are a creator, you know, in your life. You create things, you make things happen, you manifest things, you know, you bring your things into your life through the law of attraction. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands. Okay, so that's all about that expansion, wanting to explore, wanting to grow, wanting to develop. Excuse me, we have the 3 of Swords here in reverse, and I feel like this is like you now moving away from things that no longer serve you and taking time to work on you, heal, you know, with the Star. So the 10 of Swords represents this energy that maybe this is where you have been feeling. You have been feeling really overwhelmed, really tired, really exhausted, really kind of just like, it's the end. It's coming to the end of the year, and I am knackered. I'm tired. And with the Magician in reverse, I feel like, and you could probably hear it in my voice as well. But in the Magician in reverse, I feel like you've kind of lost that mojo. You've lost that energy. You've lost that spirit in yourself to create things, and I feel like it's kind of made you feel like, oh, what's going on here? My manifesting ability seems to be off. It seems to be like I'm not hitting, I'm not really targeting, or I'm not really doing what I need to do, or I'm not, doesn't seem to be getting that kind of creative flair. Okay, but I feel like with this and this being right next to the 3 of Wands, sorry, I think I did say the 3 of Wands. I feel like I've said the 3 of Swords earlier, but 3 of Wands. Okay, with the 3 of Wands energy, it's you taking that time. It's you taking that time to recognize, look, I'm going to take this time to work on me. I'm going to take this time to evaluate, to reflect, you know, to look at areas of where have I been overdoing it in, you know, have I been overdoing it to the point that it's now impacted on my ability to create, my ability to try new things, to maybe go and take some time to go and travel, you know, so you can unwind. So, you know, having that break can really take you to, like, help you to see, oh, why was I doing this all this time when I could have been doing it this way? I've been spending so much time trying to figure out how, when I could have just maybe asked someone. I could have, you know, I could have sought help. I could have, you know, and it might give you all those kind of, what, I could have done this, I could have done that, you know. But I feel like with the 3 of Swords being here, it's also telling you, look, you know, it's time to shift and let go of things that are no longer serving you. So we're currently in that full moon energy, and with that full moon energy, which is the Gemini full moon, it's also about boundaries, and it's also about, full moon, represents letting go, but in particular this full moon is about boundaries. So you taking time to recognize and work on yourself, especially with the 10 of wands being here, which is all about you now going beyond your boundary limit now, because you are overwhelmed. Look how much wands you are carrying. Yes, you could be doing well, because look, they're blossoming, but are you giving yourself plenty of time to enjoy your success? That is the question you've got to ask yourself. Okay, are you giving yourself time to enjoy your success? Okay, and I feel like with the 3 of swords being here, you are recognizing that you are in reverse. You are recognizing that you have not been doing that, and that could be explain why you've been feeling like when it comes to you trying to manifest and focus on the goals and what you want to do, maybe for next year and beyond, you need to take some time out. Take that time out to unwind, to explore, to discover again, your passions, your desires, like a retreat. I'm seeing retreat energy on this is giving me retreat energy vibes to unwind. Maybe, take a trip to the Caribbean. Hey, yes. Get a pina colada, some tea, some jerk chicken, Go take some time to go and unwind, somewhere nice and hot, because I can see lots of like sunny weather here. Maybe some time to go and, just unwind and relax, and guarantee, just from taking that time to relax, it will just shift. It will shift. It will let go of all of these burdens, all of this weight. Like I can already feel it. It's like this weight just shifting from your shoulder. And you're like, wow. Like, why didn't I do this already? Why didn't I think of booking? And January's approaching. Maybe you can look, if you haven't already, or within January or February, look at how, because the star also represents the Aquarius energy, so take that time. Maybe, January could be a good time for you to just wind down, really enjoy, your space, if you haven't already. If you can, maybe take some time, just to have a few days for yourself, just to unwind, and then, really think about, your goals, what kind of things that you want to do, and don't overwhelm yourself, because that's the thing that we're working towards, not overwhelming ourselves. So even if there's some goals or things that you want to work on, maybe choose no more than 3, so that you've got, no more than 3, or, maybe no more than 5, or it could be like a goal for each quarter, yeah, for each season. You just focus on, this is where I would like to focus on. So it could be a career goal, it could be a finance goal, it could be a relationship goal. Where a relationship goal could just be you would like to kind of go on more dates, you would like to take more time to invest in your current relationships, whether it's like relationship with your current, relationship with your current partner, spending more time with friends and family, things like that. But I see this with the star card, is knowing that divine blessings are here. Your guardian angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides are watching over you. And taking this time to really just wind down and looking after yourself is key, because the star represents that healing energy. And I feel like it's now telling you, take some time to go and relax, go and unwind, go and look after yourself, darling, because there's only one you, there's only one you. But I feel like you are also this person, not to say it's like a perfectionist, but you like to kind of be that person to go out there and make sure the job is done. Yeah, and it's very good, that you take on that initiative. But it's also being mindful that with the 3 being here, because we've got 2 3s, you know, taking that attitude of collaboration, working with other people, you know, don't just think that maybe the task, you know, if you're not around, then the task doesn't be, you know, can't be done. It, you know, maybe using delegation, you know, using the time to say, right, communicate with people that, you know, say, can you do this? Can you look after my pet? Maybe can you make sure that my plants are being watered, you know, as I, you know, go on for a short break, you know, maybe making some arrangements at work and things like that. So there's always staff that can look after your like maybe your work arrangements and things like that. So there's, you know, just taking that time for you, making sure you are looking after yourself, because I can see that you are very good at bringing things to yourself, but you've kind of got to this moment. It's almost like, right, you're setting yourself an idea, setting yourself some goals, but it just doesn't seem to be like setting in stone. And I feel like this is because it's like the star saying, right, you know, you need to take some time to unwind, to relax, to rejuvenate, to rejuvenate, so that you can come back feeling refreshed and ready to be that firecracker that you are, to just go and make things happen. Because you can do this. You are blessed with this energy of bringing great things to yourself. But I feel like also, with if there has been like a love relationship or some heartache or some pain, or there could be a loss of a loved one, taking that time to heal will really help you to process things, to help you to kind of, you know, just seek support. And whether it's also kind of seeking support from your friends and family, taking that time. Because also with the Three of Wands, it can represent someone who likes to do things on their own, who likes to kind of go out there. But I feel like taking, you know, taking that time to, you know, let others help you can, you know, is another additional tool, you know, that you can use. You know, yes, I know that I'm getting very independent vibes, very independent energy from this reading, but that's part of your creativity. So use the tools around you, use your support mechanisms, your coping mechanisms, your friends, you know, those healthy coping mechanisms. So your friends, your family, you know, people at work, you know, colleagues that you trust and things like that. Let them help you along the way, okay? And take that time to look after yourself, you know, book a retreat, you know, go and give yourself a nice bath, a loving bath, listen to some meditation music, some affirmation music, yeah, maybe go on to one of the affirmation blessing on the channel, okay? So, you know, just really kind of tuning in really kind of retune yourself. And, you know, the thing is, we all need to do that as well, you know, taking that time to really retune, rejuvenate, you know, kind of really kind of get ourselves back together, healed as one, yeah? So if you just think of it, it's like a computer. If we keep overloading the computer, you know, and we're not taking that time to defragment, to make sure we're cleaning the storage, the disks and things that we no longer want, no longer serving us, eventually it's going to clog our system up. It's going to clog the computer system up. And it's the same thing with us. It's going to clog us up. So we need to be making sure, you know, as a collective, we are taking time to constantly look after ourselves, constantly work on ourselves. And with the star being here, this is the energy, you know, at this end of year energy, taking that time to look after yourself, you know. So like in Jamaican culture, this is like a good time to like drink bitters. So bitters, it could be like an aloe vera, or they call it Stinkle Bible or tuna, and it's just a combination of kind of like herbs that you drink, and the idea is supposed to kind of clean, kind of detoxify, you know, get all the toxins out and things like that, clean your system. And I feel like this is essentially what is needed here. It's just it doesn't have to be just like taking aloe vera or anything like that, but just taking that time to just, stay hydrated, making sure you are giving yourself plenty of times to rest, plenty of time to relax and unwind, so that when the next year comes, because it'll be coming very quickly, that you are feeling refreshed and ready to go like that firecracker you are. Best believe that, okay? So we're gonna pull out a Jamaican proverb. I'm just gonna quickly pick a few that dropped on the floor. Okay, right, so let's pull the one out because they carry their own spiritual meanings, and they really do help to bring out any additional messages from the tarot cards and the oracle card. So can we have one card? Oh, that's cool. Whoa. So when a man's belly's full, him brock pot. So when a man's belly's full, he will brock the pot. So he will break the pot, okay? So when a man's belly's full, he will break the pot. So this is about being satisfied. Sometimes we can forget the little things in life. So we must be present. We must be thankful for what we have in the present. Showing daily gratitude. Showing daily gratitude. And I feel like when you take this time, that is when you're going to be able to really appreciate what you have around you. You're going to be able to kind of look back and reflect, sit back and see things from a distance. Because sometimes when you are in something and you're not in that kind of attitude of reflection and gratitude, it can stray you away from it, because you're so busy, that you don't have time to think, you don't have time to process it. And I feel like this is like telling you, now it's the time to just really unwind. You love to devise new ideas, so that energy will come once you take that time for yourself. Okay, so we're going to pull out some keywords. Okay, so let's see what keywords the collective need to see. What keywords resonate with this reading? Can we have some keywords, please, for the collective? Okay, right. So we have art. Wow, art, creativity. So maybe take some time, if you are artistic, if you like drawing, if you like photography, take that time on burden. Yep, idea. Yeah, look at that, we've got idea. So I'm going to put it on the magician, because the magician represents that creative energy. Receive. Okay, look at that. Girl, female. So this could represent a girl, female, could represent a male, female. Okay, diverse, happy. Okay, happy. Look at, we've got the Three of Swords here. Well, social. We have feminine. Okay, we have relationship. Yep, relationship. We have gentle. Being gentle. Yes, being gentle to yourself. Synchronicities. Yes, so if you're seeing signs, if you're seeing 444s or things, any of that kind of nature, taking that time to really note it down, tune into it. Education, proposal, good, road, message. This is the message. Hey. The sun. Yes, look at the sun. The star. Hey, the star. Hot. If we did mention earlier, go somewhere nice and warm. Feel that sun radiant energy on your skin. Making sure that you are keeping yourself safe. Applying sunscreen, sunscreen on your skin before you go out into the sun. But getting some of that vitamin D energy, that because the sun represents that masculine energy, and the moon represents the feminine, divine feminine energy. So tapping into both of those energy. Fish, Fish is here. So there could be something to do with a pregnancy. Could be something to do with pregnancy. I'm also getting a loss of pregnancy, but it could be something to do with pregnancy. We've got mum. Yep, mum. We have the world. Yep, and the three of wands is kind of wanting to go out and explore and expand. We've got door. We have want. Watch. Okay. Light. We have ring. So we had proposal as well. Ring, proposal. Boundaries. We just mentioned boundaries earlier. I'm sure we mentioned boundaries earlier. I don't think it was the last read. I think it was definitely this one, where this full moon represents boundaries. The Gemini full moon in December. So again, with boundaries, you looking after yourself, taking that time to really tune into yourself and rejuvenate. Like, these keywords are really messages from spirit that's saying, come on, listen, trust your intuition, use your discernment, take that time to really look after yourself. Yeah, look after yourself, sis. Look after yourself, bro. Look after you. Ever. Okay? Need to look after yourself. Yeah? Need is, it's not a want. So I'm sure it's a want somewhere. Sure it's a want somewhere. Okay? Heal. Kind. Trust. Look, heal. Look, spirit is talking here. Look for these keywords. Sure. Flower. Look at the flowers. Look at that. Look at the flower in the star card. You go. So we've got burden, boundaries, girl, feminine, health, door, idea, on, art, the sun, relationship, once, there it is, once, diverse, social, different, go, hot, world, sure, heal, trust, feel, earth, kind, message to the collective. Happy, watch, mum, education, synchronicity, proposal, faith, health, ring, ever, you, and ring, I'm getting ring. Call a friend, call a family member, okay? Don't just go out and just take everything on your own back and then be struggling, and reach out to the people that care about you. Reach out, reach out. Receive, fish, flower, star, need, gentle, and light. So, collective, I hope these messages are resonating, but please take that time to look after yourself. This is the end of a year message for you. We are still currently in the full moon energy of the Gemini full moon, which is all about, communication, that communication energy, which is, again, ring, speak to people, take that time. If you just feel like you're feeling overwhelmed, take that time to look after you, because there's only one you. Looking after yourself, okay? Taking that time to heal, taking that time to grow, so that you can be the curator that you are, You just need a little bit of time, and that's okay. And the affirmation for today's reading is, I'm not going to be hard on myself today. I'm going to take time to love on me. And loving on me looks like unconditional love. Okay? just take that time to love on you, unconditionally love on you, so that healing, that time for rejuvenation can take place, so that you can heal, you know, and you can take that time to be in that present, to feel and embrace and to rejuvenate, okay? So that you can see the light. You can see the light and come back to the creative person that you are, the creative being that you are, because you are an amazing manifester and you can do this. Okay, you can do this, honey. So with this message, I hope as a collective you take the messages that resonate and you leave the rest. I saw it go around here. This simply means take what resonates and leave the rest. That's how it goes around here. I saw it go. I saw it go. I saw it go. That's how it goes around here, okay? So always stay hydrated, looking after yourself, and remember to show yourself that unconditional love, okay? Please share with your friends and family, and if you haven't already, please and subscribe to the Wagwantarotandtea channel. We're all about that love and light energy, family, so come and join, come and be part of the family, and I'll see you on the next one. So stay blessed, look after yourself, and I'll see you on the next one. Wagwan.